As we continue to get you the latest information that we get on the investigation being carried out behind the Jammu attack on the 27th of June, we're also getting you the first pictures here on Republic TV of the new Electro-Optic drone system that has now been deployed by the forces in the Poonch and the Rajouri sector. Now, this is a laser system that has the ability to bring down drones from a distance of about 1.5 kilometers by disrupting its communication signal. Let me go across to Gursimran now. Gursimran, we are looking at such facilities that are now been put up, especially near the defense installations, which remains vulnerable to such attacks. This is the new kind of attack that we have been looking from across the borders, where drones are now being used.
See, Amita, from the moment these attacks have taken place, security agencies are working on the war footing to bring in something concrete so that these attacks can be thwarted. And these photos, exclusively accessed by Republic Media Network, they show that how Indian Army has deployed its electric-optic drone system along the line of control. It has been deployed on the Rajouri and Poonch line of control, which falls in the Jammu district, as there have been heightened drone activity in the Jammu region. Even we have seen that there were multiple attempts of drone dropping using weapons, dropping using drones reported in the Poonch and Rajouri district, and that's why this electric-optic drone system has been deployed, and it has an ability to kill the enemy drone from 1.5 kilometer distance, and this is by disrupting the signal that drone receives. So it disconnects the drone from the parent controller, and the drone falls down that very place. So this is really very important, and this has been done keeping in view the recent attack on the Indian Air Force Base that took place on 27th of June. And post that, we have seen that the multiple agencies are into action. They are working on war footing to install. We have seen in the Jammu Air Force Station, anti-drone system has been installed. Even jammers and monitoring system has also been installed by the National Security Guard. And now Indian Army bringing this electric-optic drone system along the line of control shows that the forces are taking this threat really very seriously. And they are all prepared for the challenge to thwart this challenge of the enemy. As Pakistan, despite being on the ceasefire agreement with India, they are waiting for an opportunity to hit India hard, and that's why they are now resorting to these drone tactics. They carried out an attack inside the Indian Air Force Station using drones, and there was a possibility that these attacks can be repeated, and that's why Indian Army has deployed this important electric-optic drone system along the line of control.
Well, because Gursimran, we know that as far as Rajouri is concerned, there has already been a notification that has now put a ban on the use of drones in and around the area because of its close proximity to the borders there with Pakistan. But if you could just help us understand, what are the salient features, highlight? All right, Major General Sivach is with us here on the phone line, joining us here on the broadcast. Gursimran, stay on with us. Thank you, sir, for taking out your time. How do you believe now the new systems that is now being set up across the LOC and across the international borders, that will actually help India in tackling the new drone threat?
Absolutely. I see this, whatever drone strategy which we are now adopting should have been adopted much earlier, because we were getting this input of a drone threat earlier also. But notwithstanding, today we have done that. This works on a principle like Smash 2000, which of Israel. It basically identifies and then intercept. It is basically doing that principle that it works on two kills, either soft kill or hard kill. Once you have identified that there is a drone and it is a hostile drone, then you neutralize it either by soft kill, by sort of jamming its radar or its mechanism, or you able to shoot it down by the laser. So this is what it is, optical method of, which is being now deployed on a line of control as well as on an international border along with Pakistan. Basically, aim is that you should able to intercept, identify and neutralize. Now, this threat is looming large. It can be from Pakistan side, but we have to also take into consideration that this may be happening within your own country. What happened is commercial, drones which are smaller drones, which are called quadcopter and hexacopter, they are readily available. Though there is a sort of rules and regulation to monitor that, but on ground it's not happening. And that is why it can fall into the hands of the terrorists, and then they can utilize these commercial drones for these things. And to me, it looks like that is what is happening. Because we are unable to, shoot down even one drone, where we can make out from where is the origin of the drone, where are they going back. That is the
Major
mystery.
General Sivat, sir, one question as far as you've been talking about the smaller drones, sir, how capable really are those machines and the systems that are being set up to actually track those drones? Because we know that even the smaller drones are capable enough to carry heavy payloads, and we know that kind of weapons and even drugs are used to smuggle in and across the border areas there. How difficult will it be to track those small drones?
Absolutely. The drones are very, very difficult to be detected because they are very small in size. They do not present a bigger signature on radar, and they fly very low on a treetop. So very difficult to identify the drone on ground. But nonetheless, we have now found out a mechanism. We are working on that. DRDO was working, if you remember, Republic Day of 2020, they have presented one, system which is anti-drone. So it is a good beginning, but will be difficult. And what rightly said, the commercial drones, which are a smaller version, they may not carry a large payload, but they carry a payload enough to create a sort of damage. Remember what has happened in terminal way in Jammu airfield was good enough to destroy a helicopter, standing on the ground in case it would have hit there. So the point is, this commercial drone can be very, very, you can say, dangerous in case they land bang on the target.
Sort of a possibility of any similar attack that if it takes place at any of our defense installations must be eliminated at all costs there. We get your point there, Major General Sivat. Thank you, sir, for taking out your time and helping us understand how this mechanism really works. But Gursimran, talking more on the electro-optic drone system, what are its highlights? What are its features? How will actually it be used to track drones?
Actually, it uses the technology that it disrupts the signals. So when it bars the signal at a distance of 1.5 kilometer, automatically the drone stops getting the instructions from the parent or from the owner, which is operating it from across or any side of the country. So when the drone stops getting signal, it gets confused because it is not going to know of the exact location where it is scheduled to land or drop something, and it falls down immediately. So this is the mechanism on which this electro-optics drone system of the Indian Army works, and this is a vehicle. So this can be moved to a place where there are inputs as well about a possible drone attack. So this is really very important for the security of important installations as well as in the areas near the line of control, because if the drone are to come, they have to come from the across, because in the hinterland it is really very almost impossible to get a drone, get itself fitted with the explosive and then to carry out an attack.
All right, Gursimran, interrupting to you once again, apologies for that. Lieutenant General Gurmeet Singh is with us here on the phone line. Good afternoon to you, sir. How do you view now these new technology that is being used, because this is a unique terror threat that India has been facing, especially when it comes to safeguarding of our defense installations, how drone trackers will now be used by our forces, sir?
Absolutely. Actually, if you analyze the current situation, there's a paradigm shift. It's a new dimension which has been added and a new warfare. In fact, what happened in reference to the Jammu drone attack, it has opened up a new topic by itself, and therefore I think it is important for us, and the way it is unfolding, that we'll have to be absolutely up as far as surveillance, detection, disabling, and all these aspects related to drone. In fact, we've had capabilities for as far as the specific area is concerned, but now it has got to be at large numbers of places, and we have that capability. And therefore, I think it is from the security point of view, we have already walked into the area where this challenge will be taken on straight away.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you for helping us understand how this mechanism really works there. Lieutenant General Gurmeet Singh joining us here on the broadcast. Thank you to you, Gursimran, as well, because what this laser system that we are talking about now will be installed in the border areas there of Rajouri and Poonch that has the ability to bring down drones from a distance of nearly 1.5 kilometers, disrupting the communication signal. Let's move on now.